What's going on YouTube? Captain Redbeard back on the Division 2 for the weekly vendor reset for Tuesday, July 22nd. There's a few really cool items that they're selling right now. So let's take a look. Right now we're in the clan room. We're just going to start here. So right here we got the Surge, rifle damage, critical hit damage, and this one has rate of fire. We have hot shot gloves, weapon damage, weapon handling, striker gloves, weapon damage, repair skills, breaking point knee pads. Or no, I'm sorry, that's not breaking point. That's Virtuoso. And this one has weapon damage and hazard protection. We have a Military M9, swap speed, finisher, covert SRS, health damage, sledgehammer. We have Overlord Armaments, chest piece, crit damage, status effects, trauma. And we have a Fenris group, gloves, weapon damage, repair skills, skill haste, police UMP 45, swap speed with eyeless, 511 mask, armor, hazard protection, critical hit damage. That's not a bad piece. I mean, I'm not really into the 511 gear set personally, but you could leave the hazard protection on there, roll something else on the crit damage, or you could just leave it and roll the top attribute, because the brand set bonus comes with 30% hazard protection already, so that'd be pretty cool. Give yourself another 10%, max it out. That's not bad. Petrov defense, backpack, headshot damage, armor regen. This is a cool piece. This is definitely a cool piece for sure. What I would do is I would leave the weapon damage, the headshot damage, just to add to the first brand set bonus. Have a little bit of armor regen on the build. And just switch the talent to whatever you want. That's a good one too. And we got some mods here. Alright, let's go to the next. Alright, so the White House vendor, we got a Legatus backpack. Weapon damage, weapon handling, crit damage, perfect versatile. It's the Vigil, the named, if that's what you're looking for. There it is. Black Market T821, stability, perpetuation, G36 enhanced, magazine size on empty, military M9 with swap speed and finisher. And we got a Murakami Industries backpack, crit damage, skill haste, unstoppable force, 511 chest piece, health, crit damage, trauma, and we got the mods. Check the countdown vendor. Got over here. Alright, countdown vendor. We got the Cabaret, stability, perfect thunderstrike, the Electrique, Henry, however you want to say that. Skill damage, weapon handling, perfect companion is on that one. Glory Days, crit damage, perfect nearsighted. I mean, if you're looking for one of these right here, you know, it's got skill damage. Roll that for crit or something. Took me a long time to find one of these with double crit, but it's a good piece. That's for sure. I was able to re-roll the core attribute. Definitely a good piece. All right, on to the next. All right, settlement vendor. De Janeiro mask. Optimal range, health. It's the name Legatus mask. G28, crit chance, strained. Military RPK 74M, magazine size, strained. Langmo mask, explosive resistance, hazard protection. You could pick this one up here and put together an LMG build. I did a video on a pestilence, like armor regen, hazard protection build. You could give the pestilence a little bit more damage and, you know, maybe use a ninja bike and stack this up and explosive resistance, hazard protection. That'd be pretty cool. Petrov defense, holster, headshot damage, health, and the mods. Alright, next. Alright, the castle vendor. What do we got? Okay, we got the Carnage. Not bad. Magazine size. Damage to target out of cover is really low on that one, though. I was looking for this for a build not too long ago, and it's like every time you're looking for something, you can't find it, but you wanted to put something together. There it is. But that damage to target out of cover is really low, so I mean, unless you were looking for the magazine size, I don't know about that. Model 700 magazine size, reformation, military M60 E4, crit damage, vindictive, and we have a Fenris group mask, status effects, hazard protection, Seska holster, crit damage, skill damage. All right, and that's about it. Next. All right, the theater vendor. All right, the mop. Not bad. That's a good pickup. Gives you that armor on kill 10% there. Pretty cool. Oh, and it's got streamline on it. Even better. Wow. Yeah, that's not bad. Definitely have to come pick that up. 612. Rate of fire. Thunderstrike. Mod 2. Accuracy. Red basket. Palisade Steelworks gloves. Explosive resistant hazard protection. Overlord Armaments knee pads, headshot damage, explosive resistance, and the mods. Yeah, I definitely, if you're looking for the mop, I'm gonna pick it up. That's a good buy right there. I like that, the streamline. Alright, on to the next. Alright, DZ West vendor, let's see. Rock and roll, pick this up. This was hard for me to get, it just would never drop. It took me like months to try to find one of these. I just couldn't get it. If you're looking for the rock and roll, DZ West right now, vendor. You do need to use the DZ currency that you can get from opening the little blue boxes in the DZ and extracting them. I have, I think, quite a bit of those actually. Kind of curious if I have anything in here worth grabbing.
Access granted.
Yeah, it's just some of the stuff I've extracted, and yep, you need the DZ resources here. I just kind of hoard them, and then, you know, when I find something I want or need a couple of exotic components, then I'll just buy a exotic and crush it. Alright. That's a good buy though. Rock and roll for sure. DZ West, pick it up. Custom M870 MCS, magazine size, perpetuation, urban MDR, with stability and sadist. Negotiator's Dilemma gloves with hazard protection. Breaking point, knee pads, status effect. Uzina Getica gloves, repair skills, hazard protection. Immense armaments, knee pads with headshot damage and skill damage, and the mods. Alright, let's head to DZ South, see what they got. Alright, DZ South vendor. The Orbit. Named Magnum pistol there with damage to armor. Perfect finisher. Police T821. Magazine size and sledgehammer. Tactical MK16 with accuracy and precision strike. Custom PF45 with reload speed and thunderstrike. Breaking point backpack, critical hit chance. Negotiator's Dilemma chest piece, crit chance. 511 backpack, hazard protection, headshot damage, and galvanized. Yalgear chest piece. Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad. That's a good buy. Pick that up. Get that repair skills off of there. Throw crit damage. You have double crit armor and spotter on Yalgear for sure. Absolutely every day of the week, twice on Sunday. Pick that up. Yes, sir. And we got the mods. Now, let me know if any of you guys have ever seen any of the vendors in the game sell a maxed out mod. I've never seen it before. but I mean, I haven't been playing the game since it came out. I'm like really late to the show, but I've never seen one yet. Yeah, alright, let's go to DZ East and see what they got. Alright, DZ East, let's see what they got here. New reliable with accuracy. Talents perfectly optimized. Paratrooper SVD with swap speed and perpetuation. Black market M60 E6 with crit chance and steady hand. I'm just not a real big LMG fan, really. I mean, I try to put some of the builds together with them, but they're just, I don't know. I know they buffed them a little bit like last year or whatever. They're just kind of weak. I don't know. I like to still try to use a bunch of stuff in the game though. Alright, we got Ongoing Directive Mask with health. Ongoing Directive Holster with explosive resistance. We have a Douglas and Harding mask with weapon handling and health. We have an Overlord Armaments with a holster with headshot and explosive resistance, and the mods.
Detected.
Alright.
Guarded by hostiles.
I think that does it for here. Let's head over to Brooklyn. Alright, Brooklyn vendor. Let's see what they got.
Hey, wanna make a trade?
Tactical MK16 with rate of fire and nearsighted. The Negev LMG with health damage and measured. Resolute MK47 with swap speed and precision strike. Custom PF45 with headshot damage and sledgehammer. Overlord Armaments backpack with headshot damage, health, and versatile. Langmo gloves, explosive resistance, headshot damage. Petrov mask with status effects and armor regen. And we got the mods. And there's not really anything here that would interest me personally, but there it is. Nope, not really. Next.
Thanks for the trade.
Safe area.
Alright, let's see what they got now. Marco. Alright, we got the P90 with damage to armor and Thunderstrike. Military RPK 74M with critical hit damage and Optimist. Mod 2 with stability and Thunderstrike. D50 pistol with crit chance and fast hands. 511 backpack with weapon handling, explosive resistance, and clutch. Hanayu gloves with repair skills and status effect. Empress International holster with skill haste and headshot damage. And the mods. And there's not really anything here I would be interested in either. Nope. And let's see what Benitez has.
What can I do for you?
F2000 with swap speed and Optimist. Tactical M249 para with reload speed and frenzy. Mod 2 with damage to armor and spike. PX4 Storm Type F with headshot damage and in sync. Help summon armament with armor regen, explosive resistance, and mad bomber. Empress knee pads with status effect and hazard protection. Bellstone mask with armor regen and health. That's actually a pretty good mask. If you're looking for a Bellstone mask, pick that up. It's got the armor regen, the armor, just re-roll that health for whatever you want. Crit chance, damage. It's a good piece that you can interchange. And the first two attributes are rolled pretty well on that, so that's a pretty good buy. And we got the mods. So for that one, yeah, I'd say Bellstone mask. Yep. Alright, let's move on. I think that does it. I think we got them all. We get them all? Yeah, I think think we got them all. So, all right, that is your weekly vendor reset. July 22nd for Tuesday. Captain Redbeard. If you like this video, hit that like. Subscribe, help me support my channel. Kind of doing a test and really trying to figure out the algorithm and the growth of these channels. I know I took a whole bunch of time off, but I'm just trying to really see if it'll gain some traction here, you know? So, all right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here.